On this week's Tuesday Talk, we are answering another question from one of you guys about what do we do if we're stuck in bad weather in the Airstream?
Has it ever happened?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. We had some bad days, some snowy days when we were in Montana before we got back. And being in Arizona, we don't get all that many bad days in the Airstream. So
Tomorrow might be one of
yeah,
them.
we might actually get some rain tomorrow. So it depends on what you mean by bad weather. If it's just like rainy or cold weather, then we spend a lot of time on our computers.
Which is about normal for me anyway, because I'm addicted to the computer and the things I do online. But that just gives me an excuse, really. I can't go outside and play because it's too cold or rainy. So I'll just sit in front of my computer and get some more stuff done.
Yeah.
Or find stuff for me to do and then do it. Like things that I've been putting off. So
I'll knit, watch Netflix, watch a movie, um, have tea. If it's cold, we'll bake sometimes in the Airstream, or we'll make a nice warm meal that heats the Airstream up. Just cozy things. Now, if the bad weather is bad weather, say like a massive blizzard or really bad thunderstorms, or yeah. So that's why we live in an Airstream. If we
we're out.
can, we'll get out of the way of whatever storm or get somewhere where we're going to be safe
And we've done
from the
that a
bad
couple
weather.
times.
Yeah.
It didn't happen very often because we
No.
like to follow the weather and get and stay ahead of it. But remember that time where we were just complaining incessantly about the cold? I think we were in Montana.
Yeah.
That was, we left, did we leave early from that one spot
We
because
just
snow
had
was
to we
predicted?
had to
We were right
watch.
outside Yellowstone.
Yeah, we had to watch the weather because we weren't going to be able to make it back down on certain highways based on the snow.
This
So
was
we had to
Yellowstone
change.
North, like
Yeah.
by Gardner.
Yeah.
It was around there.
So we just had to we had to keep an eye on the weather and change our plans based on that so that we could get out when we needed to. But we haven't been in any of the hurricane. Oh, we haven't been in any
We haven't
hurricane
been in any
zones
hurricanes
or
in the
tornado
Northwest.
or tornado zones.
I know you would never believe that, but we've
Um,
never been in a hurricane in Montana
so we
or
don't
Arizona
didn't have to worry about that stuff. But
or Oregon.
I think they get it. But if that's the nice thing about being in an RV, and we know people who have done this, if the weather is turning or if the weather it doesn't look like it's going to be good, like there's a possible tornado warning in the area they're going to be, they just get out. And they leave and they go someplace safe with their rig. And so that's the nice thing about living in an Airstream or RV because you can leave.
Choose where you park your house.
Yeah. But you are going to get some not so nice weather where you can't be outside hiking or whatever.
Really, it's no different than if you lived in a regular house.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some chores done that you've been putting off, like indoor chores, or like baking or whatever. Um, yeah, it's not any different. I don't think it's just
No.
the space itself is smaller, but the things you do aren't necessarily different.
No. And since we can be in the same space most of the time and not bother one another, it doesn't actually bother us. If it was a long period of time, we'd probably pack ourselves up and go to like a coffee shop or something, just to get out of the Airstream for a while if it's really gloomy and dreary for a long period of time. But we haven't had to do that yet. So
Not yet. But I would love to like pack it up and go to Starbucks and get a white chocolate mocha or something. Man, those things are calorie rich, but they're so good. I haven't had one in years. Literally, it's been like 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer than that, since I've had a white chocolate mocha from Starbucks. I'm rambling again, aren't I?
yeah. So yeah, so that's what we do if the weather's not so good and we're in the Airstream. Luckily, it doesn't happen that much. We can keep ourselves busy.
Yes, we can.
So that's it for this week. If you have a question for a future Tuesday Talk, please leave it in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next week.
That's right.
Bye, guys.